want to shoot a short little video for you guys. Happy Friday. You made it through another week. Hopefully you're not working in the broken medical model and just punching the clock and getting through it, but my bet is you are. And I just had a discovery call with somebody who is on in our masterclass on Tuesday, and he took advantage of the discovery calls, free discovery call that I offered to that group. So I just got off a call with him, and he is hating his career, and he's a new grad, and he's doing travel PT. So he said, you know, I don't really want to do travel PT, but I got to make money somehow. So I'm doing travel PT, and I thought I would learn more as a new grad because I would be exposed to multiple different therapists as I'm traveling around in different clinics. And I just laughed and I said, "You thought that?" And he said, "Yep, but I'm not." And I said, "Correct. You're going to learn more BS from people that are doing BS because that's all they know. You can only do what you know. And if all you know is what you learned in PT school, you know BS and that's it. And wrap that up in nocebos and fairy tales and try to educate patients with that crap and then just cringe as you're doing it because you don't know what else to do." So at least he has got a plan. He's got a strategy. So he's going to travel. He actually did a travel contract in Colorado because he really likes Colorado. And, you know, he keeps telling me that he's trying to save money because he needs to save money to get in the shift, and then he can actually learn more so he actually can do what he knows after he gets through the shift. So he's already started to implement some of the thought processes. So he's already started weeding the crap out of his toolbox. So fantastic move there. And he's already starting to see patients getting better results, but he's still stuck in a clinic with clinicians that do bullshit. So his growth is going to be stifled. He's going to get to the point where he's learned all that he can learn off of watching these videos. He's in this group, watching the videos on YouTube, watching the videos on Instagram. He's going to get to the point where he can't do anything else, and he knows that. So fantastic. So his plan is make as much money doing travel PT, sock that money away so he can get in the shift. And then I already coached him through this. I said, well, what you need to do is, I said, you liked Colorado, but cost of living is a little bit different than where you're at in New Mexico, right? And he said, yeah, I know I'm not going back to Colorado because I can't save any money. So I said, well, here's what you need to do. While you're doing these rotations and these contracts, you need to do your homework on areas and what the cost of living is and what you can make there as a travel PT. And then hopefully you're putting this together to build a business. So his goal is to, after he's done with the travel, get through the shift, open his own clinic, and do that. And I said, okay, so what you need to do is find where you want to be practicing and opening your clinic after you get done with your travel stuff. Not Colorado, because it's too expensive. So he's going to do that and then go through the shift while he's doing his last rotation or his last travel contract, because then he can start seeing people. Those people will realize he's doing things that nobody else in his clinic is doing because he's been through the shift. He's doing NFTs, he's doing palpations, he's taking away orthotics and rolling and all that crap. And he's getting results so that when he does decide to open his own clinic, he's going to stay in the same region, same area, whatever, because now he's already going to have a reputation there. So when he goes and opens his own clinic doing 180, and he's the only one there with that diversification, that skill set, and those results, now his business takes off. So, long story short, here's the point. You didn't learn what you should have learned in PT school. You're frustrated, that's why you're in this group. Hopefully you're watching and implementing what you can implement at this point, just watching the content. But if you're in the position where you can get in the shift, waiting is not going to solve your problem. It's going to make things worse, because the more you hang out with people whose clinical skills and problem solving and critical thinking skills suck, the more yours will suck too. It's just a fact. If you're not around high-level practitioners, you become a low-level practitioner. So the way you get around high-level practitioners is you join a community that has those practitioners in it, which is the 180 System community. So you're in our small, kind of like our big, overwhelming community in the Facebook group, but the overwhelming majority of the people that are in this group have not been through the shift. So you're not really rubbing elbows with the people that you need to be rubbing elbows with. That's what you get when you get in the shift. So you get to use our community to your advantage to rub elbows with them, be exposed to them, and then your skill set increases, thinking increases, and that's how your career takes off. So understand, you need to get in the shift to take off. Waiting isn't going to help. So if you're in this guy's position and you're a new grad that's dead broke, and it's going to take you a little while to accumulate the funds to do it, take the time to accumulate the funds, and then realize you've got 3 payment options once you get into the shift. So you can pay all in one shot, which you might not be able to afford to do. You can break it in 2, which you might not be able to afford to do, but you can also break it into 5 payments over 5 months, which if you're putting your money away, you're not wasting on Starbucks, you're not going on vacations that you can't afford, you're not racking up credit card debt that you can't afford, you're not wasting your time watching Netflix, you're not doing the things that is burning your money, you're actually putting your money into a product that's going to make you more money and get you out of the broken system. So you're not just fed up every Friday. So if you're ending this Friday fed up because you didn't make the move on Tuesday to get in the shift, it's time to get in the shift.